Yeah, good afternoon. It's Jim from JAGfx.com. It is Saturday, the 1st of November 2025. This is my weekly analysis video where we have a look at some of the Forex pairs. I'm trading on the daily time frame using the high probability and divergence trading methods from my books. So thank you everyone that's watching. If you do like the video, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It's always appreciated. And I hope everyone's weekend's going okay. It's been raining all week here. Record rain like crazy. I've never seen it this bad. Like just north of here, the old ancient capital of Hue. This is in Vietnam. Over 1 metre of rain in one day or something like that. I don't know. But it's a record for Vietnam. I'm not sure if it's a world record, but it's right up there. Yeah, crazy amount of rain. It's actually not raining right at this very moment, but it will come. Tonight, rugby. We have got rugby league and rugby union. I've played both, so I love both games. And it's Australia versus England in both, would you believe? So the Kangaroos, which is the rugby league team, against England. Then the Wallabies, which is the union team, against England. I know one team will win, not sure about the other one. But hopefully the Wallabies will find something. All right, let's get into trading. This week, I'm going to do something a little bit different. We're still going to be on the daily charts, except I'm not going to look at my usual watch list. I'm actually going to look at my daily DCA watch list. There's just a bit more action. There's not much action on my normal daily watch list other than USD CAD. There's a new buy trade, but that's covered in this list also, so we'll go through that. So this is just a different list. Different chart set up slightly. It's still the same principle, still based on the high probability. Every trade is based on the high probability, or every initial trade is based on the high probability, which means the MACD platinum's got to be above the zero, below the zero level. There's got to be a red or blue QMP dot. So the theory's the same. Now this is dollar cost averaging and a bit of hedging on this one. The only thing is, if you're going to take any of these trades and you don't trade that way with hedging or dollar cost averaging, that's no problem. Just put a stop in place and trade it like any other trade, all right? So we'll run through what we've got here. If you're looking for, if you go to my shared spreadsheets, you'll see the sheets here. There is the name, you can't see it's below the video, but there's different sheet names there. Just look at the daily DCA. That's the trades I'm referring to. You'll see that they're a fairly small position size, just 0.02. Now I'm actually trading these on a $100,000 account with DarwinX. I'll show you that in a minute. So even though it's 0.02, DarwinX have got what they call a risk engine, something like that. It's called a risk engine or something like that. So they assess your trading after a short period. Then they work out what sort of your risk is and your style of trading. Then their risk engine comes in and takes over the position sizing. So even though I go in with 0.002, at the moment I think they're multiplying that by 3.64 or something like that. So that will be obviously 0.065 or something like that, so it's going to be a bigger position size. I'm actually going to up this because I've found my way. I've been doing it for a few months. Now let's have a look at this sheet. I don't know how far the sheet goes back. It's got date. Pretty sure it's before, February this year. So it started. It's been consistent. It's a pretty good system. This, if you look at you look at the spreadsheet, you'll see what I mean. And if we go to DarwinX, I'll just show you. Now, where is it? There it is. All right, this is me. If you go to DarwinX, and I'll put a link to DarwinX in the description of the video, and I'll also, if you want to do DarwinX, you can sign up. It's a monthly subscription, so you pay a monthly subscription. I think it's about $40 US a month, and it's not like a normal prop firm. It's like a prop firm, but it's not. It's a lot more involved than a prop firm. To me, this is a long-term thing. They're a hedge fund. They're looking for good traders. It's slow going to begin with. You think you're wasting your time, but you build up a track record over time. I've got two accounts. The first account I didn't take serious. I got pretty good funding. I got up to about 230,000 euros, but then I messed it all up. So that was just mistakes by me because I didn't start well. This one this is my code for this one, HXLU. As you can see, I've funded with 60,000. There's some stats. So my maximum drawdown's good. That's what I want to keep under control. So at the moment, if you look down here, here's my, so it started back here. Where's that? Yeah, there you go. So that spreadsheet is exactly what, the shared spreadsheet is exactly this account. So because it's a dollar cost averaging type, there's always going to be drawdown. You have to get through that crap. Took a couple of months to get through it. Then once you start getting a bit of traction, then it should be a slow moving curve up. Now what I'm going to do, as I said, I've got this under control now. I'm comfortable with it. I've been doing it for 10 months or whatever it is. It's time to crank it up, and I will crank it up. So I'm just going to double my position size and let the risk engine do its work. So there's my allocations. So it's the last couple of months. This month I missed out. I got very close. You need a rating of 75 here to get allocated. And I know it's the first today, so it's already dropped down. This will reset on Monday, on the 3rd. But I was about 74 point something. So I missed out on another 30,000 by a little bit. So here's the months you can see. Started in February. Drawdown, then started picking up. June was a pretty crappy month. Then July, August, September, October. So it's been slow going last couple of months, and that's it there. So there's some details there. You can just look through that. So if you look up, if you go to JAGfx and look up HXLU, that's me. Allocations, we can click on that. I know I'm wasting time on this. You probably don't want to see it. So there's that code. Bring a friend and you will get 1 month. I get a month of credit if I bring a friend, and your friend will get a 25% discount. I'll put that code. It's a coupon code in the link to the description. So I've got 60,000 under allocation there. I don't think I'm making any money at all. 61 euros. That's my preference. My fees. Yeah. All right. So that's it. Let's go into the charts, eh? Let's find the charts. Enough talking. Let's go. So the chart setup's slightly different, as I said, but it's still the same principle. So here's my list on the right. You probably can't see because my head's in the way, but we'll go through each pair. So you won't see too many yen pairs except the USD Japanese yen's the only one in there. There's no metals, there's no Bitcoin. This is just strictly Forex with 1 yen pair. So same sort of notes. I write the same sort of notes. So this is AusCAD. The first cell was here. So we've got QQE cell. Now this is my go-to setup for this watch list. My number one setup is the QQE Advanced. And if you watched any of my 8-hour videos, it's exactly the same thing except it's on the daily time frame. So anytime it goes above the 60 level on the QQE, I'm looking to sell. Anytime it goes below this 40 level, I'm looking to buy. So what I'm trying to do is bring this down to the 50 level, which is the center line. So we've got a sell there, and you know it's come close to the MACD Platinum, but that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the center line on the QQE. So then there's a second sell, and we've gone through the center line, but there's nothing it wasn't when it closed, it was never below the break even, and by then it had already taken buys. So this buy here was basically a high probability hedge trade. That's all that was. So that's MPS2, so it's sequence 2. There's a buy there, and it's gone nowhere. Now we've got all this. You can see all my divergence levels marked. Now we've also got a big resistance level on price, and this second sell was on resistance. This buy was into that level, so it wasn't a great buy, and I would have made a note of that on my other watch list. So the second sell, then I'll take a second buy here because we've got hidden bullish divergence, so we're taking that. Now I've got the 2 break-even levels. Each one's got their own break-even level, and because I've got them with the same position sizes, so trade 1 0.02, trade 2 is 0.06. Both of them are hedging each other. So I'm just waiting on a breakout so I can start looking at closing on one side and then seeing what happens. It's the AusCAD. It's a pretty slow moving pair, as you can see. Even though it's a bit messy on this chart, it's not stressing me out by any means. And as I said, I'm fully hedged, locking in a loss on all. Right, Aussie Swiss. Hopefully we get a cleaner chart and it all makes a lot more sense. All right, here's just a basic MP. MP is just MACD Platinum. It's not based on the QQE because you can see the QQE at the moment is between the 60 and the 40. Here it was above it, so that would have been a QQE trade. Here below it, that would have been a QQE trade. But any other trades that are not, I'm just looking for MP trades. And the only time I take a MP trade or a MACD Platinum trade on this watch list is if there is something else supporting it. In this case, it's a big support level and price there. I'm either looking for support, resistance, or divergence, hidden or regular, doesn't matter. I just need something else. So you'll see trades I would have taken on my other watch list, I didn't take on this watch list. It's just one of my rules. I try to mix it up a bit, so this is one rule. So I've taken a buy here. It's based on the MACD Platinum. MACD Platinum through the 0 level. So I've closed half, put a stop in place. Can't lose on that trade. In the meantime, the QQE is heading up towards the 60 level. That doesn't matter. Aussie New Zealand. This is one that's given me a little bit of grief. This was based on a QQE sell trade here, and as you can see, just looking down here, the QQE has still been above the 50 level the whole time, and that was back in July, mid-July. So this is a daily chart, so you just got to be patient. 1 sell, 2 sell, 3 sell, 4 sell, and we're looking for a 5th sell. Break in for the sells is that dashed yellow line. So there's the QQE, 4 sells, trade 4 we're up to. So if you're reading this, all you're reading is QQE, that tells you the type of sequence it is. S1, sequence 1, the initial trade was, now up trade 4, and the break-even level there. In the meantime, I think I might have taken a buy in there. I have made a little bit of money on the buy side, and the last trade was this MP buy. See, this is an MP. Because I've got these trades on and I'm not making any money, I'll take any MP setup. But this case, it was hidden bullish divergence. I'm taking that every day of the week anyway. And it's going up, and we're at this sort of resistance level on price now. Now, I could look, because this is an MP, I'm looking for it to go to the 0 level. I don't care what it does. I'm just watching the MACD Platinum. If it gets up to the 0 level and keeps on going up, I'll close half, then get ready to look for a 5th sell. So that's Aussie New Zealand, and I think this is what's jamming up my spreadsheet at the moment, because I think this is the oldest setup I've got on. Right, Aussie, I took a buy on here. This was a HP buy based on, I think it was, might have been technically hidden divergence or something. So I took a buy, based on that. Oh yeah, I know exactly what it was. This is the 65-cent level. This green level's a big round numbers. I've been banging on about this number, this level forever on the Aussie. So it's come down close to the 65. I'm taking a buy there. There's a MACD Platinum just below the 0. Took the buy. It didn't go much higher, dropped away. I ignored that sell because the MACD Platinum's below the 0 level. It's come down nicely. Took a second buy there, which is great. Again, we're at that 65-cent level. Took a second buy, and in here somewhere, I think because the QQE 50 went through or something like that, I closed half. I closed trade 1, closed a portion of trade 2. You can see I've closed trade 1 and 0.04 trade 2 and set a stop at. Now, the reason I put 0.02 still in play, because that's my initial base lot. And say if, for example, I got a red dot on the MACD Platinum above the 0 level, I'd close another half of that. But at the moment, my stop's in very tight, just about to be stopped out. This is going nowhere fast. In the meantime, I've drawn some trend lines there for potential hidden bearish divergence. So if I get a sell trade and the MACD Platinum's above the 0 level and that hidden divergence remains intact, I'll take the sell. So I can't lose on the Aussie at the moment, which is good. CAD Swiss in a buy. Now this was a buy starting here. This is a MP or high probability trade based on that support level. Now, if you had a stop in place, your stop would have been below here, you would have been stopped out. So because I don't, using the dollar cost averaging method, took a second buy there, and now the QQE's gone below the 40, so that gives me a 50 target now. The 50 level's a target. Then there's a third buy, and I'm pretty sure I took that sell there on this MP, that's been closed. I took that sell, and I'm happy to have one trade just hanging, dangling. I'm not sure if I closed out half. You'd have to have a look at the spreadsheet. Took some profit on that. It doesn't matter. Then there's this fourth trade here, and we've gone up. And once we got up here in this area, with both the MACD platinum through the 0 level and the QQE 50 through the 50 level, I start closing. So I close T1, T2, T3, and 0.14 of T4. Put a stop in place. And again, I've still got 0.02 in play. And again, we've got potential trend lines for potential hidden bearish divergence. So we've taken 4 trades, and I think I took a sell in there, and we're in overall profit. So that's just the way it is, even though and we're buying, and that's going down, and we've made money. So that's the beauty about it. Look, dollar cost averaging, I know I go into trades initially. Sorry, I'm just running another test on a second laptop. I know I go into trades without a stop loss, but I'm not sticking my head in the sand. I have got a plan, and I'm trading small, so that's the trick. And with our new dollar cost averaging EA, which probably everyone will get an email about this weekend, that's what you've got to be conscious of. Trade small, position sizing. So that's just, makes sense when you trade like this. You try and you can ramp it up, you can build it up like I showed you. I'm only trading 0.02. I'm ramping that up slowly, and I'm going to increase that, and just be smart about it. I'm thinking long term here. I want investors to look at me, and even though I'm a dollar cost averaging, which in the trading world's high risk trading, but if you can show a good return and show risk is under control by choosing the right pairs, right time frame, and right trade size and sequencing, etc., it's all good. And I know this system works. I've tested, spent hundreds of hours on historical charts just doing it on the simulator, and so it worked. Right, I digress. Euro Aussie in a sell here. It was just a basic MP sell based on this resistance level here. That's a good resistance level in price, just like the normal watch list. So it's a sell. It's good. The MACD platinum's gone through the 0 level. We've got down to this previous low, so we've got a support level. I could probably extend across there. Closed half, stop in place, can't lose. So there's no need to go into dollar cost averaging. Euro CAD, it's a sell. So this is the initial one here. So you can see we're at 60, above the 60 level. So it's a QQE, S1. So 1. I would have taken a buy there, so I made some money on that side. Second sell there. Third sell, I'm pretty sure I took a buy in there too, which I think I was left hanging, doesn't matter. But what happened, took another sell, a 4 sell, so 1, 2, 3, 4 sells. The reason they're just grey lines is because that just shows me where the trades were, and the one that's still active is the one that's still in the red. Red obviously for buys, sells, and the blue for buys. So I closed T1, T2, T4, because I normally close leave the one that open that's the highest price, give me the most room to move, and a partial close of T3, and it leaves me with the initial base lot in place. And I would have closed this buy here if I hadn't already. And overall profit, stop in place, can't lose. That's the Euro CAD. Euro Swiss, this one is giving me a little bit of grief. So we had a MP buy, S1's an MP buy, MP S1 buy. Now that's based on hidden bullish divergence there. See the divergence, took the buy, it's gone absolutely nowhere. It was a sell trade here. I could have, I'm not sure if I took it or not. I'm not sure. You have to check the spreadsheet. It's not a great setup, even as a high probability setup, because the MACD platinum is just above the 0 level. If you just look on this orange here, when I put my cursor over it, you can see it there. It is just above the 0 level. So I'm not sure if I took it, doesn't matter. I think I did, and I probably closed out. I'm pretty sure I did, and it's been stopped out, so I made a bit of money on that side. I took the second buy. In the meantime, the QQE's gone well below the 40 level. And so aiming for that 50 level. So there's the first buy, there's a second buy, and because that one was 0.02, this one was for 0.06. The sequence I'm using is 1, 3, 5, 8, 13, so just multiplied by that. There's my overall break-in, which I'm at right now, and the QQE still well below the 50 level, and the MACD Platinum's not even at the 0 level yet. So we're heading in the right direction with that. Euro pound, this is a MP buy down here, hidden bullish divergence. You know, I go on about the hidden divergence. If you do yourself a favour, if you hear me every week going on about it and you think I should learn about that, learn about it, trust me. I know it's it's a little bit confusing, hence I wrote a book about it. I've even talked to one of my Aussie mates here, he's a day trader, trades the stocks, and I was showing him some things on the charts the other day. He's going, I never heard of this hidden divergence before. So it's something I showed him. He goes, wow, once you see it, you can't unsee it, you know, so it's everywhere. So, and I take every trade based on that. So this one's just gone sideways for a while, and it's eventually popped up nicely. MACD Platinum through the 0 level, and I've closed half, put a stop in place, can't lose, and it's starting to roll over now. The QQE's above the 60, so I'm getting ready to sell. Pretty straightforward. Euro, this video's dragging on a bit. Euro, New Zealand, nothing happening, no trades on. I've just drawn trend lines in for potential hidden bullish divergence there, and just watching the QQE. Euro USD, not much happening here. Haven't been taking any trades for a while. We're sort of coming close to the overbought, oversold levels, but not really hitting them, and there hasn't been any great setups on the high probability either. Pound Aussie, I'm sort of regretting not taking this sell trade here, because it's obviously in hindsight, it's been a great one. It's if I was on my other, and I think I did take this, if it's on my other watch list, I'm not sure if it's on the watch list. I know the pound CAD is, and the pound New Zealand, or the pound USD is. I'm not sure if the pound Aussie's on it. It would have been a trade I would have taken every day of the week. The MACD Platinum's a long way above the 0 level. It's a good, but the reason I didn't take it, because it's obviously not for a hedge, because there's no QQE trades on. There's no support, there's no resistance, no divergence. I couldn't really justify it. It's just one of my rules, and as I said, in hindsight, I wish I had taken it, but it doesn't matter. Right, pound CAD, took a sell here. This is a QQE. You can see it's above the 60, and it's got hidden bearish divergence. Look at that. Taking that every single time. And if you're trading just the traditional way, it's come down through the MACD Platinum. You would have closed half in here somewhere and put a stop in place, and you would have won on that trade. Me, I'm trading it through to the 50 level. It came close, but it didn't break it. So I stay in this. I probably took a buy in there and probably made some money on that. And then I took a second sell here, trying to add to my positions now. And it still hasn't come down to the 50 level. I'm not sure if I took a buy in there. I'd have to check that, possibly. And I'm not sure if I took a buy in there. But in the meantime, another sell there, third sell. And it still hasn't come to the 50 level. Popped up again. Now we've got this resistance level on price, and it's still there. We've popped up there, and we've come up. And now we've got regular divergence. So we had hidden, bearish, followed by regular. Another sell signal, bang, take that. We've got this resistance level, all these divergences. We still haven't hit the 50 level. And there she goes, bang, down nicely. Eventually close T1, T2, T3, and 0.15 of T5. I think I actually closed in here somewhere a bit early, and it's just dropped off the cliff, which is great, and we just trailed to stop down. So it's a good result. Took a while, but you know, it's a pretty sideways crapping market. We're making money. That's what you want. At the end of the day, as long as you keep risk under control, you make money. It doesn't really matter how you do it, as long as you keep risk under control. And you know, you can sleep at night. That's the plan. All right, pound Swiss. Took a buy here. Hidden bullish divergence. Second buy. I think that was, yeah. And we got to the break even. a couple of times, close, but not on the close. And in the meantime, the QQE's gone below the 40 level, so I'm looking to go back to the 50 level. Soon as, even though it started off as an MP trade, and it's still called an MP trade, if it drops below or goes above one of the overbought, oversold levels, I'm starting to look for the 50 as my target. I don't get too concerned, that's my target. Then this sell presented, and it was a high probability sell trade, a HP trade or MP trade, MACD Platinum trade. Took the sell, and that's paid off. This is just a hedge trade, just something to try and ease the pain of these two buys being in loss mode at the moment. So the overall break even for all three trades is the yellow solid line, and the break even for just the two buy trades is that yellow dashed line. In the meantime, we've got regular bullish divergence forming. We're still now back below the 40 level. We've got a blue dot on the MACD Platinum below the 0 level, hence the grey vertical line. So getting ready to take a third buy on sequence 2, and on Monday I'm actually moving that stop down. That stop wasn't there, it was just about 20 pips higher. So on Monday I'm just moving that stop down on the sell, so I just moved it down to about 20, 25 pips or something. I just like to keep it nice and tight. And these MP trades are a bonus trade, so any money I'm making them's a bonus. So that's all right. Pound New Zealand in a sell. There was trade 1 there. Again, that was regular bearish divergence followed by more regular bearish divergence, so two similar divergences. Trade 1 there. It was a QQE. We're above the 60. Second trade there was still above the 60. It's come down through the 50 level, start closing, close T1 and partial on T2, stop in place, trail to stop, can't lose. In the meantime, drawing potential divergence lines, which, guess what, hidden bullish forming. Now, if this price keeps on dropping down like that, it's no longer hidden bullish divergence, just delete the trend lines. All it is a bit of preparation. And the QQE is getting it's just below the 40 now, so we're in oversold area, so looking to buy anyway. Pound USD, I think I'm in 2 buys. Yeah, this is not looking so good. This is a MP buy here, so here, it's just a support level, MACD Platinum below the 0 level. If you had a stop in place, you would have been stopped out. Take the second buy, if you had a stop in place, you would have been stopped out, or you would have closed on that opposite dot there. The MACD Platinum stayed below the 0 level. Initially, the QQE was below the 50, but not below the 40. It hasn't got above the 50 yet. Now it's dropped below the 40. So even though I'm losing on this at the moment, I'm happy to wait for a third buy trade and just take that. No worries at all. New Zealand CAD, again, this is a MP buy S2 here based on this support level, and this pair's been a dog to trade for a while now on the daily charts, as you know, I've been going on about it basically all year since about, I'll tell you, April. That is just this April back here. Look at that, absolutely crap. Made money though, so that you just got to be a bit patient. Same on the 8-hour chart. I trade this on the 8-hour chart. It's the same deal. So we took the buy, where is it there? And I think it was very close to a QQE, was it? No, just very close, but it wasn't. Took the buy, didn't take that sell, took a second buy, and that's it. In the meantime, we've got a potential hidden bearish divergence forming, waiting on the red QMP dot, and I'll take that sell. And now I'm just waiting to see what happens here. It's just going nowhere. There's probably a new support level, so we probably get rid of this one. We don't need this one anymore. We can have a look at something like that. New support there. Fill that in later. Yeah, that's it. All right, let's move on. New Zealand Swiss buy. That was definitely a QQE. You can see it well below the 40 level. Took the buy, and then we have regular bullish divergence. Got another buy trade, and we're going up. It's 2 buys. You can see it there. overall break-evens, that yellow line. We're getting very close to the 50 level now. Hopefully it'll just push above it. It's a slow moving pair, so it's nothing to get stressed about. All good. New Zealand USD, took a buy in here. That was a QQE. See there, S2, QQE, below the 40. Took a second buy in there. We're still below the 40, which is good. And in the meantime, took this sell here. This is hidden bearish divergence. Took that, so I'm never going to miss one of them. And that's a MP sell trade. So my break even for the buys is that yellow dash line. My overall break even is that yellow solid line. So nothing to get stressed about as yet. USD CAD. Now this is a new trade for Monday on my other watch list also. So I'll just run through it here. It's a buy setup. So I'm already in this sell, and that's a QQE sell. So I'm aiming for the 50 level. It came very close, but it didn't take it. So I'm just sitting on my hands, even though the MACD platinum through the 0 level with the QQE trades, looking for the 50. That's all it is. So on Monday, we've got this new buy. So there's a blue QMP filter dot. It's an MP. I'm going to hedge it, but I'll take this anyway because it's hidden bullish divergence. You see it there. Lower lows on the oscillator, which in this case the MACD platinum, and higher lows on price. MACD platinum's below the 0 level. Filter dot there. Now this is actually you could actually just close that sell trade and ignore or just take the buy trade, because it's going to be pretty close. The entry for this is going to be very close to the sell entry point, but I think I'm getting hit on a swap fees. There's one side. I'm pretty sure at the buy side there's no swap fees on the USD CAD. On the sell side there is, something like that. But because I'm trading the QQE, I'm staying in that sell. So, but that's definitely a buy trade on Monday because of that hidden bullish divergence. MACD platinum below the 0 level. So the same rules apply as if we've got slouching my chair on it. Same rules apply. Right, USD Swiss, we're in a buy. This is the MP buy. You can see it there. Big support level. That's just a trade you're going to take every day of the week. We're already through the 0 level on the MACD platinum. I could look at closing half and just jamming a stop up nice and tight. I'll give it one more day, and that's probably what I'll do. We are definitely range bound on this, and that's a big round number. That's 0.8. You see it there on the right, that green big round number. So it's literally, if you're on the new DCA EA from this date here, you could have just traded back to that level on an hourly chart or something. You would have made, every time it goes above it or below it, if it's above it, it takes sells to it, and if it's below it, takes buys to it. Yeah, it's just USD Japanese yen. It's the only yen pair I trade, and it still gives me grief, but I've actually made some money on this, so it's not too bad. Last trade was this sell. It's QQE sell. MACD platinum's above the 0 level, so it still follows all the rules. The initial trade, QQE trades, will always follow the high probability setup rules, so there's nothing changed there. The initial trade. So it was a sell, and it's gone nowhere. It's gone against me. It's a buy signal here. I can't do anything with that because it's not even a valid MACD platinum setup. And in the meantime, start to draw the usual regular bearish divergence on the yen pairs, looking for a second sell. The QQE still well above the 50 level. It's above the 60 level now, so just a matter of waiting. That's the USD Japanese yen. Finally, I know you're probably going, come on Jim, hurry up. USD Singapore dollar. I'm in nothing. Now this was a little bit tricky. I wasn't a buy here on this one. I wasn't a buy. I'd already closed half, partial trailing the stopper. Got this sell signal here, took the sell. It was banging its head on this resistance level on price. Eventually got an opposite QMP dot, but it's in like no man's land. It's right on the 0 level. We got price right at the 60 level in the QQE. So what I did is just closed the buy and closed the sell. I took a loss on the sell, but I took a profit on the buy, which covered the loss. So I've overall profit on both trades. I don't like losing on any sequence, because that was one sequence, that was another sequence. But I thought it's a smart thing to do. Because the QQE still been above the 60 level and we've got an opposite QMP dot, that's why that node is there, still in QQE sell mode. So even if it didn't get above the 60 level again and there was another sell dot and we're still above the 50, I would take the sell. That's all that is. That's just a note for me. All right, all these trades that I call on this watch list are recorded on the daily update sheet that goes to Telegram and Facebook. It's just a little title down the bottom, one section down the bottom, but daily DCA trades. So you have to go back to the spreadsheet, have a look at the pairs and see what I've done. But if you want more of this sort of stuff on the videos, just let me know, because I actually enjoy this trading. I like the fact that you can work your way out of trades, and not so much on the other style, even though I'm doing the loss recovery. But I hope I didn't bore you too much. Enjoy your weekend. Thanks for watching. Like I said, if you do like the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It's always appreciated. Go the Wallabies, go the Kangaroos. Sayonara, people.